Guidance aimed at keeping some of our youngest learners in the classroom. With Omicron spreading, the goal of the Connecticut Office of Early Childhood is to keep kids safe while also keeping them in school. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live at the mobile newsroom in the Elm City with more on the current recommendations. Matt.
Well, Aaron, when you talk about nursery schools, you're talking about 3- and 4-year-olds, daycare centers, even younger. These are children who aren't old enough for vaccines and in most cases can't keep masks on all day. So what do these new recommendations mean for families? Well, the Office of Early Childhood just says its goal is to keep students and staff as safe as possible. It also wants to see these young kids to be able to stay engaged and in these programs. Now, we've all heard how vaccines and masks are the best defense, but again, that's not always available to young kids. So the Office of Early Childhood and the Department of Public Health are trying to provide some clarity, and there are potential exposures in the child care settings. For children under 3, they'll need to quarantine for 10 days because in most situations they're not masking up. But when it comes to children who can mask reliably, kids who might be a little older, well, they would just need to isolate for 5 days, with the judgment being left up to those child care facilities.
We're trying to give that flexibility here, but also understand that you all know your children the best. And so you're going to know the classroom that has the kids that are really, really good at wearing their mask and those that might not be as good about wearing masks. So trying to kind of, especially maybe if it's a younger, more of a 3-year-old classroom than a 5-year-old classroom. So trying to give the flexibility.
But that flexibility and judgment is up to those child care centers, and some are opting to stay with the longer 10-day quarantine. You'll hear from one director coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 5. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Matt, thank you very much. Also